I've just finished rebuilding my Rolls-Royce Mansory edition, but now Mansory want it back.
It began with the world of supercars has always been filled with speed, money, and luxury, but nobody expected one of the biggest automotive dramas to explode between Mat Armstrong and Mansory. What started as an exciting dream build quickly turned into a nightmare that shocked car fans across the internet. Millions watched as expensive modifications, unexpected problems, and rising tension pushed the situation far beyond a normal car project. Every new update brought more controversy, more pressure, and even bigger financial risks, turning the build into one of the most talked about stories in the automotive world. For Mat Armstrong, this was no longer just about rebuilding a luxury car. It became a battle over reputation, trust, and survival in front of millions of viewers. As the costs continued to rise and emotions became impossible to hide, fans realized they were witnessing something far bigger than a simple YouTube project. This had become one of the most expensive and dramatic clashes the supercar world had ever seen. Mat Armstrong built his entire reputation on doing what most people believed was impossible. While other automotive creators focused on reviews, luxury lifestyles, or simple modifications, Mat became famous for taking completely destroyed supercars and bringing them back to life with his own hands. Viewers loved his honesty, his energy, and the way he showed every mistake, every setback, and every victory during the rebuilding process. Over time, his channel grew from a small passion project into one of the biggest automotive platforms on YouTube. Fans admired him because he made impossible repairs look achievable, even when the odds were against him. But success also created bigger expectations. Each new project needed to be more expensive, more shocking, and more ambitious than the last. Eventually, that pressure pushed him toward one of the wildest projects of his career, a build connected to Mansory, one of the most controversial luxury tuning companies in the world. For years, Mansory had divided car fans everywhere. Some people saw the company as a symbol of ultimate luxury and exclusivity, while others believed their extreme modifications ruined already beautiful supercars. Their aggressive body kits, custom interiors, massive wheels, and dramatic designs made every vehicle impossible to ignore. Whether people loved or hated the company, one thing was certain: Mansory always attracted attention. Their creations were built for billionaires, celebrities, and collectors who wanted to stand out from everyone else. The prices were often unbelievable, with some modifications costing more than entire luxury homes. That level of exclusivity created mystery around the brand, which made Mat Armstrong's involvement even more exciting for viewers. Fans immediately knew this project would be unlike anything he had done before at 81st. The build looked like another entertaining challenge for the YouTuber. The damaged supercar represented everything his audience loved: risk, pressure, and the possibility of a dramatic transformation. But as the project moved forward, small problems began appearing everywhere. Certain parts were incredibly difficult to source. Custom components carried massive price tags. Repairs that looked simple became technical nightmares. Every episode revealed new complications, and viewers slowly realized this was not a normal rebuild. This was a battle against one of the most expensive and complex automotive worlds on the planet. The deeper Mat got into the project, the more the costs exploded. Even experienced car enthusiasts were shocked by the numbers being discussed online. A single replacement part could cost thousands. Special custom panels required exact precision. Shipping delays, rare materials, and unique modifications turned every step into a stressful gamble. Unlike normal manufacturers, luxury customization companies operate in a world where exclusivity is everything. That means ordinary repair methods often do not work. Many parts are designed specifically for one build, making replacements extremely difficult and painfully expensive as the pressure increased. Fans began noticing changes in Mat Armstrong himself. His normally confident attitude started showing signs of frustration. Videos became more emotional. The excitement that once drove the project slowly mixed with stress and uncertainty. That emotional shift made the story even more powerful because audiences could feel the weight of the situation. People were not just watching a car rebuild anymore. They were watching someone fight against financial pressure, public expectations, and a project that seemed determined to become impossible. The internet quickly turned the situation into a massive discussion. Some viewers supported Mat completely, arguing that he was exposing the hidden realities of ultra-luxury car customization. Others defended Mansory, saying that custom luxury work naturally comes with extreme costs and complicated processes. Automotive forums, YouTube comments, and social media pages exploded with debates. Every update created new theories. Every unexpected issue caused fresh arguments online. The story grew far beyond simple car build because it touched on something bigger: the dangerous relationship between internet entertainment and real-world financial risk. One reason the drama became so powerful was because modern YouTube culture rewards bigger and more shocking content. Creators constantly compete for attention in a crowded online world. What once impressed viewers no longer feels enough. Expensive cars became normal. Crash supercars became common. $1 million build became expected. To stay relevant, creators often push themselves into increasingly dangerous territory financially and emotionally. In many ways, Mat Armstrong's Mansory project represented the extreme end of that pressure. It showed what happens when entertainment, luxury, and massive public expectations collide together. The emotional side of the story connected deeply with audiences because many people saw themselves in the struggle. While most viewers will never own a supercar, they understand the feeling of chasing a dream that becomes more difficult than expected. They understand what it feels like to invest time, money, and energy into something that suddenly spirals out of control. Watching Matt continue fighting through setbacks created tension because people genuinely wanted to see him succeed. That emotional investment kept millions returning to every new update. Another reason the story exploded online was a mystery surrounding luxury automotive companies. Most ordinary people never get to see how exclusive customization businesses really operate. The Mansory name carries an almost untouchable reputation because their work exists in a world of extreme wealth. By documenting the challenges publicly, Mat Armstrong pulled viewers behind the curtain of an industry that usually remains hidden from normal audiences. Fans suddenly saw the complicated reality behind the glamour. They learned how expensive exclusivity can become when problems appear as the rebuild continued. The financial side became even more terrifying. Viewers started calculating the possible total cost of the project, and the numbers became almost unbelievable. Some people questioned whether the project was worth continuing at all. Others believed backing out would damage Matt's reputation more than finishing it. That created another layer of tension because every decision carried enormous consequences. Stopping the build could look like failure, but continuing the build could become financially devastating. The psychological pressure of public expectations also played a major role in the drama. Unlike private business owners who can struggle quietly, YouTubers live under constant public observation. Every mistake becomes content. Every delay becomes a discussion. Every emotional reaction spreads instantly online. For creators like Mat Armstrong, there's almost no escape from audience pressure once a major project begins. Fans expect updates, progress, and results regardless of how difficult the situation becomes behind the scenes. The Mansory controversy also highlighted the changing relationship between influencers and luxury brands. Years ago, companies controlled most public conversations around their products. Today, creators with millions of followers can influence public opinion just as strongly as traditional media. A single YouTube video can shape how audiences view an entire brand. That shift creates tension because influencers prioritize entertainment and honesty, while luxury companies prioritize image and exclusivity. When those worlds clash publicly, the results can become explosive. Some automotive fans argue that the drama ultimately benefited everyone involved because controversy generates attention. The more people discuss the project, the more views the videos received. More views meant more exposure for both Mat Armstrong and Mansory. But others believe the situation revealed serious risks hidden behind online entertainment culture. They worry that audiences sometimes forget how financially dangerous these projects can become in real life. A viral video may look exciting on screen, but the stress, costs, and pressure behind the camera are very real. Despite the setbacks, Matt continued pushing forward because quitting would mean admitting defeat. That determination became one of the strongest emotional elements of the entire story. People admire resilience, especially when someone faces overwhelming obstacles publicly. Every repair completed felt like a victory against impossible odds. Every setback made the eventual success feel even more important. The project transformed from a car rebuild into a symbol of persistence under extreme pressure. The internet's fascination with failure also played a major role in the story's popularity. Online audiences are naturally drawn toward disasters, conflicts, and dramatic struggles. People cannot look away when they sense something is going wrong. The uncertainty surrounding the Mansory build created suspense in every episode because viewers genuinely did not know whether the project would succeed or collapse completely. That unpredictability made the series feel almost like a television drama rather than ordinary automotive content. Over time, the controversy became bigger than the car itself. The story represented modern internet culture, luxury obsession, and emotional cost of chasing viral success. It showed how quickly passion projects can evolve into high-pressure public spectacles. It also demonstrated how audiences emotionally connect with creators they follow for years. Millions of viewers were not simply watching for car anymore. They were watching because they care about the outcome for Mat Armstrong personally. In the end, the Mansory drama proved that the world of luxury cars is about far more than money and performance. Behind every viral automotive project are real people dealing with stress, expectations, and enormous risks. The internet may celebrate the finished product, but very few people truly understand the sacrifices required to reach that point. For Mat Armstrong, this project became one of the hardest challenges of his career, pushing him emotionally, financially, and professionally further than ever before. Whether fans viewed the situation as inspiring, tragic, or controversial, one thing became impossible to deny. This was one of the most unforgettable automotive dramas the internet had ever witnessed. The deeper the project went, the more viewers started realizing that this was not just another rebuild for YouTube entertainment. The pressure surrounding Mat Armstrong was becoming impossible to ignore. Every upload carried massive expectations because millions of people wanted answers. Would the build finally succeed? Would the cost become too extreme? Would the relationship with Mansory completely collapse? Those questions turned every video into an event. Fans analyzed every detail, every facial expression, and every update looking for signs of what might happen next. One of the most shocking parts of the entire drama was how quickly expenses spiraled beyond normal supercar standards. Most people already consider exotic cars expensive, but custom luxury tuning exists on an entirely different level. A simple mistake during installation could destroy parts worth more than an average family car. Certain components had to be specially manufactured. Others required international shipping and weeks of waiting. Even experienced mechanics were stunned by how difficult some repairs became. What looked glamorous on social media suddenly appeared exhausting and financially terrifying in real life. As tension increased online, people began dividing into different camps. Some believed Mat Armstrong was exposing important truths about the hidden realities of ultra-luxury customization. They respected the fact that he showed problems honestly instead of pretending everything was perfect. Others argued that entering the world of extreme custom builds naturally comes with risks and massive expenses. According to them, this was simply the price of operating at the highest level of the automotive industry. That disagreement fueled endless debates across YouTube, Reddit, and automotive forums. The emotional impact of the project became even more intense because viewers had followed Mat Armstrong's journey for years. They remember when he worked on smaller rebuilds with limited budgets and basic tools. Watching him reach the level of million-dollar projects felt inspiring to many fans. But the Mansory situation also revealed the darker side of rapid success. Bigger opportunities bring bigger risks. Once creators enter the world of luxury brands and global attention, mistakes become far more dangerous financially and publicly. Another major reason the story exploded online was a mystery surrounding luxury image and reputation. Companies like Mansory survive on exclusivity. Their customers are often celebrities, athletes, royalty, and billionaires. The brand depends heavily on prestige and perfection. When public controversy appears around that image, people become fascinated instantly. Audiences rarely get to witness the challenges behind ultra-exclusive automotive projects. So seeing those struggles unfold publicly created enormous curiosity. At the same time, the project highlighted how social media changes business relationships. Years ago, disagreements between companies and customers usually remained private. But in the modern internet era, everything becomes content. One video can influence millions of viewers overnight. Creators hold enormous power because audiences trust personal experiences more than traditional advertising. That shift creates tension between brands and influencers because both sides care deeply about public perception. The pressure on Mat Armstrong continued growing with every setback. Some fans noticed that the excitement he once showed during rebuilds had changed into something heavier. Instead of pure passion, there were moments of visible exhaustion and frustration. The constant uncertainty surrounding the project appeared mentally draining. Yet despite everything, he kept moving forward because stopping was not really an option anymore. Too much money, time, and reputation had already been invested. That determination became one of the most inspiring parts of the story. Many viewers respected the fact that he continued fighting through problems instead of hiding from them. In the world of social media, creators often show only success, luxury, and perfect moments. But this project exposed failure, stress, and unpredictability in a way audiences rarely see. That honesty made people even more emotionally connected to the journey. The drama also revealed something important about internet audiences themselves. People love transformation stories, but they are equally fascinated by struggle. Watching someone overcome impossible challenges creates emotional investment because viewers begin imagining themselves in the same situation.